Brian Morley is an attorney with Fraser, Trebilcock, Davis, and Dunlap PC, and he was in law enforcement before that. Got a couple of minutes here to go through a couple of stories for you if we can. First being the surprise defense in the Casey Kaylee Anthony murder trial. Now they've decided that to say that the young woman, actually the little girl, drowned in the pool, and the young woman and her father quite didn't know what to do, so they sort of covered it up. Is that the defense? That sounds like a pretty solid defense.
It is a pretty solid defense. It's pretty odd that it's coming out the first day of trial. And
yeah.
The nice thing about litigation is you don't really have trial by surprise, meaning that presumably both sides knew about this, so it's either prosecutor's office simply doesn't believe it. In other words, the defense counsel and prosecutor talk, the defense counsel or prosecutor says that's malarkey, or, and I would hope this wouldn't be the case, the defense counsel has just been sitting on this theory until the first day of trial, which wouldn't make a lot of sense. You'd rather try to work it out, and if in fact it was a true accident, why are we going to trial? It's an interesting last minute. We don't see something like this very often, that's for sure.
Is that the question that the jury will have to ultimately ask themselves, is why didn't they come forward with this sooner?
I think so. I think Miss Anthony's had a couple of other stories for what happened, and I guess if you take her side, that could be consistent. She panicked, but did she panic for over a year? You can panic for a week or a day or an hour and then say, okay, that's not going to work, and I got to come clean on this. I don't know. It'll be up to the jury. I'd be curious to see how many other theories are put out there.
Yeah, I guess the other thing is she's been in jail for a long time, and if I were her, I would probably thought, can't we just tell somebody what happened so I can get out of here instead of waiting till the trial date?
And I think you and I are saying the exact same thing. If both sides knew about this, and if it was legitimately an accident, got to be a way to work that out so that we're not, most seriously, without being melodramatic, so that we're not wrongfully convicting a theoretically innocent person, but more simply, like you said, no reason to be putting her in jail for as long as she may be facing as charged. If
we said anything,
it truly was an accident.
Get out of there if we could. Brian Morley, Fraser, Trebilcock.
This is Dr.